A righteous protection.
Alright fam, coming up next, I think there was a few requests for this one. World's Most Dangerous Man, Ken Shamrock. I like Ken Shamrock. I liked him in the WWF. Wilding out, acting crazy, belly to belly suplexing referees and whoever else was around. Loved him in the UFC because I'm a big full contact fighting fan. And it was cool to see him, him and Dan Severn, Tank Abbott, it was cool to see those guys go from UFC, to the WWF and to pro wrestling in general. Also, his match with Owen Hart in the Lions Den, classic. Rest in peace, Owen. Shamrock, I imagine that going from UFC to professional wrestling had to be hard to get used to, especially with the submissions, because in mixed martial arts, when they lock that submission in, they're not locking it in to try to, just hurt you a little bit and lock it in and slowly, wrench down on it, make it harder. No, when they lock it in, they're trying to break something so you'll tap. Which is why, during training, they tell you, man, you get locked up and you pretty much know there ain't nowhere to go tap out. Don't get something broke or snapped. And so I imagine with him using that ankle lock especially that, he had to be wary not to break nobody's ankle. That probably got difficult at times, he had to remind himself where he was. But I always liked Shamrock, man. I think, if he would have stayed, he could have went further and did more. But he was there at the right time. Because if he was there now, it wouldn't work. Because his wild character would not fit in with the PG. And for good reason. So, I like this moveset. It's got all those elements in there. I wanted to make sure that there was a lot of noticeable MMA in it. And not just, wrestling, but a lot of MMA, because that's who he is. That's what he's known for. I would have liked to have seen him last night on the 1000th episode of Raw. It would have been a treat, but he didn't make it, so it's all good. Alright, the SIGs, of course, the belly to belly, and the heel hold, because he used that. The finisher, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you're probably going to laugh at one of them. One of them is, of course, the ankle lock 3. It's the only struggle submission ankle lock we got. You're probably going to laugh at the other one. I can't help, I had to do it. I had to do it. I would expect you to keep it, but it's funny in game, especially with him doing it. You'll see what I'm talking about right here. Michael Cole's ankle lock. I don't expect y'all to use that, but it is hilarious in game. I had fun with it. But like I said, man, it's a good set. I hope y'all enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Please continue to keep your requests on the request thread. Follow that Twitter. Like, rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Holla at your boy, baby. Keep it real. Live righteous.